Uh, oh, ooh, I am out of it. But we're finishing this today. Oh boy, a lot of things. No, I'm going to be trying to finish a whole lot of things this week. Even if, maybe I might not be able to. Who knows? Man, I'm exhausted. But at least it's just reading today. Oof. Why? Alright, hang on. Okay, here we go. Oh, what is this? It's a visual novel. Well, okay, a puzzle visual novel, but it's basically a visual novel. I usually do this every Sunday, although I guess I'll have to reconsider what I do from Sundays, or rather on Sundays, since sometimes I got the action itch, and sometimes I'm just dead tired. And this happens to be one of the dead tired kind of days. But yeah, it's basically a puzzle game. This is kind of awkward since we're at the end. But, well, let's not stall any further. Let's go to chapter 16. Because we're 2 chapters away from ending this. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Hello? This is Jowd. Sissel, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. Well, you'd better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. At the other end of the phone line, I'm finally going to find all my answers. I'd better go. A single telephone line connects me and the other Sissel. But that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fate of many people. And I just reached the center of the web. Welcome to the Yanoa. Detective Jowd. My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone. I hope you don't mind. Egad! Never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing you're a death row inmate. And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A submarine, eh? But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Yonoa was going to surface. Confound it! We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. I have a little something for you. Cabanella has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This was a radio receiver, made to look like a pocket watch. Yes, Inspector Cabanella. I hear he's an excellent investigator. By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's somewhere. He's on this submarine somewhere. Ah, Sissel, you mean. Oh, shit. You! You can relax. That's nothing but his shell. His shell, eh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely, right about now, he's controlling your daughter! Please, I beg you, let my daughter go! If you need a hostage, take me! Just, please, let her go! Bah! There's something our nation needs. Sissel has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Sissel has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Our nation has already researched it. This product that Sissel has to offer. The source of his powers! What in the world was that? The Temsic fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Sissel is concluded, as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? What a mistake to make, right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Farewell. What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jowd! Where'd he go? What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I'd better find them, and fast. So you're here, huh? It's Missile! Oh, hello, Missile. Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. What's with my loss of memory? No, wait, what? With my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla. Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff 'em out? I'm sorry to say, but I don't think it can. No! Missile, why? Why did I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that lady detective. And the little lady together. You got it. The telephone is ringing. Wow! It's Miss Camilla! I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me. I think you'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing. You bet! It's no use. This black hello doesn't like me. Just create a path for me, Missile. Oh dear. Damn. Okay, hold on. I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. Sissel, look! That black hello, it came off the hook. Uh-oh, I'd better answer it fast. Oh, Sissel, hurry, hurry! Okay, I'm coming. Hello? Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Sissel. Where are you? Somebody, please answer. I guess she can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh, good. I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn is... Uh-oh. She said Lynn. Miss Lynn! We better hurry. Let's go, Sissel. How'd Lynn die this time? Oh no! It's no use. Nobody's answering. Miss Camilla, and... Oh no. Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn. Yeah, she can't seem to catch it. Man, how many times has this woman died in this story? Holy cow. It looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting. Oops. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Sissy! I knew you'd come! Miss Camilla! Oh. And Missile, too! I'm so glad to see you're alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Missel, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice? That's right. Camilla has a core now, so that means she did hear Missel's voice before, when he saved her that time. So, that was you, wasn't it, Missel? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you! Ah, Miss Camilla, I'm so glad I was born your little doggy! Hey, Missel, could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? Huh? But don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it! Okay. Gonna be a bit of a bummer not having Missel's wacky, tacky swap powers. Alright. I think I just need to turn the wheel. What the hell happened, Lynn? Oh, Sissel! You're here! Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know! I just sorta blacked out. All of a sudden, next thing I know, I was dead! Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know. In that case... And where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Cabanela fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. And then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and ran away here. Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white. All of a sudden, next thing I know, I was dead. Oh boy. It sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself. I am getting used to Lynn's theme. Maybe a little too much. Oh boy. Camilla, are you okay? Camilla? Hello, Lynn? Or is it Detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago? Well, I see there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camilla back! She has nothing to do with any of this! Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. The phone is ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution. Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted? To be executed by his own daughter? I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody could possibly know what I... What in the world? An explosion? Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Look out! Lynn, no! Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him, am I? He was going to shoot Detective Jowd as Camilla when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you to life for the 5th time tonight. You didn't have to add the again part! Oh boy. Oh shoot, I think I really need So let's see, the cause of death this time was that mysterious explosion. You're pretty up for a dead woman. You know how detectives love a good mystery? It's like a shot of vitamins. And what do you mean for a dead woman? Anyway, I guess we should look for a way to stop that explosion. Alright, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. Okay, so the biggest question is, can we actually move anywhere? Okay, I think I have to wait for the ghost man to wake up. Okay. I see the logic. Sort of. Camilla? It's been 10 years. Are you? This is, Oh, this is it! I think this is it. Come on, let me trick. I think I have it. Okay, we gotta... possibly go to the phone? Okay. Hey! We somehow managed to knock down the receiver. Somehow managed? Who's to say that's not how I planned? You know, this is kinda risky with this guy here. Now's your chance to get on the phone. It might be Detective Jowd. I better check it out. Hello? Anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself out of here. On the double! We're about to head out. Speak up! Why don't you answer? Anyway. Come if you're coming. We're leaving. Alright, we'd better go there. Because staying here won't do shit. So it must be true what they say, that there are restless ghosts on board. That does it. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Who is he calling restless ghosts? Well, it's true neither of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, it looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. I guess that means the fate of this sub has changed slightly. Sissel has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Oh, crap. It's Detective Jowd! What's going on there? I saw this little deal go down once before. In just a moment, the man in red is about to get his Temsic fragment taken away. I don't get it. What's happening? They decided to conclude the deal without the other party present. They're just going to go ahead and steal the Temsic fragment. Huh? But that's cheating! I think we have more important things to think about right now. Where's the Temsic fragment going to go? Well, let's rewind a bit here. I think there's a certain logic to this. I think I need to reach that telephone. Okay, I think I have to wait for the Temsic frag to hit, and then I can go to the phone. Cause there's no other way this logic actually works. So maybe I'm just being a little impatient. Okay, no, I think I get the logic now. I'm supposed to stay in the fragment, then bounce somewhere up into the room. I think that's how this goes? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is it. Ah, the Temsic fragment. You're mine at last. The objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned. Yes, sir! Farewell, sir! Sissel, what just happened? The whole room just disappeared, with Detective Jowd in it! Don't worry, Lynn. I bet Detective Jowd can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening! Now then, I'd better hurry along, before Sissel discovers what he's lost and comes after me! the Yanoa will be his coffin. May it lie here, buried in the deep sea forever! Farewell, Sissel. Oh shit, this is gonna suck. We have to stop the thing from blowing up, then. I thought we could get to Sissel's body, but... Well, yeah, I thought we could get to the body, but I guess that's not gonna be a thing just yet. Oh boy. So that's the cause of that giant explosion. Huh? What is? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo! Well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more readily to mind. It looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. Oh, this is not good. We have to do something before that torpedo is fired. There's no time! It's gonna launch! Don't worry. We can still find a way to stop it. What? How? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do. I hope! Why was the I hope at the end of the strongest part of that sentence? Okay, here goes! Oh shit. This is kind of rough. I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. But was this really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat would thank us too. How in the world did it get in here? Oh shit, this is too close. I think the outside parts are supposed to be weights of sorts. The spinning black things, right? Apparently their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. They must be pretty heavy. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I think what I need to do... This looks like just the thing. If we clamp it on the fuse, it should keep it from moving. So what does that mean exactly? It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this. I have to admit, I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. But before we can do that, it looks like we have to do something. Get something out of the way first, huh? Alright. Let's see. It's a stubborn little thing, isn't it? Quite a worthy adversary. Okay. We need to stop the rat somehow. Great! We've dumped the little creature off. Wow, those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for the safety device. Right! There! We've clamped the safety device on. We did it! That should keep this torpedo from exploding. But there's just one problem. A problem? What's that? The torpedo's still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Duh-oh. What was that noise? It looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine, but it looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Sissel, we did... hello? The other guy's still here? Don't celebrate yet, Lynn! Why do... What's the matter? You still look unhappy. We've stopped the torpedo from blowing up, but we still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right, I guess. I guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable! Huh? Am I hearing things? Anyway. I guess we better get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right, I'm worried about Camilla. Wow! How did you guys forget about Missile? What's wrong with y'all? We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. Oh, nuts. Uh-oh. Water is seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. I've got to get them out of here. I'd better go meet up with Lynn. Two sizes of fans. The lights went out, but this machine apparently still works. Nice. Oh no! Lynn! Camilla! You're awake! How do you feel? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camilla! Oh, Missile, you're here. Oh, poor Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Sissel should be along any second. I knew Sissy would come. And Missy is here too. I'm so happy everyone's going to be with me now. Oh no, don't get possessed. Please don't get possessed. Camilla! Oh no. I'll get you out of here. If it's the last thing I do. I think I'm going to cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. I'd better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here. Before it's too late! Oh, shit. Oh, no. No. What does this do? Okay, figures it doesn't do shit. Oh no. Oh, look at that flashlight. It's Sissel. He's here. Up you go. I'm glad you're here, Sissel. Sorry for the wait. It looks like this room's gonna fill up with water fast. We'd better get out of that door as quick as we can. We can't be getting out of that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure is too great already. I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Think of it as the force of the water holding the door closed. The water level just keeps getting higher and higher in here. So the only way out of here is up, huh? Exactly. Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. I hope we get access to Missile again, because, yeah, this is kind of awkward. Hey, look at that ladder. I wonder if we can get it down somehow. Good idea. Let's try it. Oh, and by the way... Yes? I can't swim! Neither can Camilla. Don't you have any good news for me? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? Not like this. Lynn, why you do this to me? There's a door here too, but it's stuck or something. I can't open it. I'll leave it to your superhuman strength, detective. You did it, Sissel! Thanks! We're still kinda boned? Oh boy. Eek! Wow, Lynn, holy crap. What was that? It looks like water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Huh? Sissel, the flashlight doesn't work anymore. Hey, don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something. Hey, I know. You can fix it with your powers. Okay, now that's just taking things too far. Okay, I'm a schmuck baiter. Let's try it. Oh hey, great! Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? That's a cruel question, considering the circumstances. Now all we have to do is get to that door, and we're safe. Oh no! Oh shit. Oh shit! Ah! Did they both die? Ow! What happened now? It looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. I can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky, or we're dead, and we just haven't realized it yet. Come on now, as if the latter could be true. What now? The water sure is rising fast. Come on! You'll just have to go up. Up to the top! Let's see how I can help with my ghost tricks. Damn it. I wish Missile was here now. Wait. Well, I think I see a familiar flame over there. Sissel, there you are. How's it going? How's it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous this situation is, don't you? Of course. After all, just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath. Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies? Of course! Oh. Oh crap. Okay. I think we technically have unlimited time, but... Let's see here. What can I swap? What is the logic? I see that Missile can swap many pipes. Okay. Okay, is the logic. Okay, there are things that... Okay, I need to create a path for, Sissel over there. Oh, I see the logic here. Okay, that's not quite it. Oh wait, oh no. Okay, I need to get the wheel over to Sissel. Okay, I need to get the wheel. Oh no. Wait. Okay, I think I need the large fan back up here. Nope, never mind. That's just... Oh, wait. Let's see. I think Sissel actually can't do anything then. Okay, it's all about making a foothold for Lynn. Then, let's see. So there was a time limit. Okay. I'm trying to understand the logic here. Shit! Ah, this is the worst. Okay. Wonder if I just have to get the fan to blow then. Wait, I think I have it. Hold on. Ah, never mind. No, I don't. I do not have it. Okay. Ah, this is gonna be rough. Okay, I know you can swap the pipes. Okay, this is... Ah! Damn, how is this supposed to go exactly? Oh, this is gonna... Okay, this is gonna take some figuring to do. Because I can't get Sissel much of anywhere. But I don't know what to switch as, missile. Okay. I think the secret is probably in the fans. Okay, let's see. Let's think it through. It's getting a little dark, but let's think this one through here. What is the logic? Okay, I think what I might have to do is... Okay. Right. Okay, I don't think the shaft's gonna do much. Darn it. Okay. I gotta think. Okay. Let me think for a second here. Okay, I might be able to... Do you think you can climb them? Okay. Okay, I think I figured it out. Hold on. I am not doing this without a death. Okay, I see. I think I see it. Okay, we have to swap. Okay, wait. I think I can kinda see the logic now. There! How about that? Wow, this is great! You made a staircase for me. You better hurry. I don't think that water's gonna wait for you. Okay, I think well, or rather, I think I got the logic somehow. I didn't know she actually eventually moved Sissel. That probably would have helped. Uh-oh. Now this steam is getting in the way. It's too hot to get through! What?! And there's no way to go around either. Think you can do something? Of course we can. We have to. Okay, I think, Look at this! If I swap the pipes, it changes how the steam comes out, huh? Oh, I get it! Because the cracks in each pipe are different, right? go. There! How does that look? It looks great! All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way. Okay, it's not far now. Try to move forward. Is Lynn gonna make it? Look up there! If I can just make it to that door, we can escape! Oh, crap. Now how in the world am I supposed to get up there? Don't yell at me. If you want to... Missile plus. How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? I think you just did. Let's go look for something to pull. Okay. Okay, we don't want to mess with the pipes now. Alright! Now this is what I'm talking about. Okay, rise away. Holy, this escape is nuts! Sorry, I can't do it! Open it! Hurry! Is that any way to ask for something? It's no use! I can't budge it. It must be stuck. Oh no! No! This way! Eek! What just happened? I can't believe my eye! Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea, but I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. I so fucked up that chapter! I couldn't get the gold! My puzzle skills suck! The upended submarine continues to sink, slowly but surely, a long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them, but at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them, quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? Ah! Really? I see you managed to survive, detective. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us? I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know! Who in the world are you? Sissel, look at you! What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are? That's right. I came all this way tonight, trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am, too. Oh, what? Oh. The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind. A memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. Oh boy, this is gonna be a mess. They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. The engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had a deal with those people? They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temzik fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah, the meteorite radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know. They had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temzik. Detective Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard super. They were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temzik fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective. Me? If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay, but I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you'd become a detective looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago, so of course you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off, and the first shot missed the mark. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan anyway. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that, but then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Aha! The inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back, no matter what. The inspector caused me no end of trouble. But then why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsik meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought you would find out about Temsik sooner or later. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects. And in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently, there are individual differences in the powers we get. And it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation. That's what it does? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? On that day 10 years ago, a fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart, and I died. So of course I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Missile, no! Aren't the Temsik remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater? You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. Another effect the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of the meteorites? One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? This is all so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. Oh, what? My body's vital functions stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I simply existed, not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day, my hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy did mention something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with the scalpel. So I guess, as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do is to wait for water pressure to crush this submarine. Oh no! There are no cores that link from here to the water's surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line There are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There is no escape. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. What? This feeling, cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine, sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. Lynn? Camilla! Is it true? We're stuck here? What? Oh, If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Oh, Camilla! I'm so sorry! That's funny. What is it, Sissel? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsic fragment and escape? If that's what they wanted, why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That is a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute! Yes, we do! This will tell us where Detective Jowd is. The present from the Inspector in White. That's right. Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us with our powers. Right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. It looks like Detective Jowd is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. So my dad isn't here on the submarine? Don't worry, we're going to go get him right now. I hope I didn't hurt Lynn's feeling with what I said about my dad saving us if he were here. Oh, don't worry about that. Comments like that roll right off of Miss Lynn's back. She's really thick-skinned. Ouch. Ah. Okay, let's hear what Lynn says. I'm curious. So this shell is definitely there in the command room, right? Just without the fragment? It's there, yeah, but I don't know about calling it a shell. So what are you gonna do? Ride on top of the torpedo? Of course not! You guys are going to go! Darn! I kinda wanted to see that. Do you want to see me try? I better not open this. No need to throw cold water on it. The phone line isn't working. Torpedo room. There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're going to use a missile to ram the control. Well, I don't know about ram, but we don't want to blow Detective Jowd up, but something like that. We'll climb up to the torpedo room, too. Definitely is safer. See ya there, then. Looks like the torpedo can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be one more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. Missile, please. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. And I just turned on the backup power. We should be able... I'm surprised this ship still works. Let's try it. How's it going there? I'm just calculating the command room's coordinates now. I have to put in a slight offset, though. Don't want it to blow up. I'm sure Detective Jowd would appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Does Camilla have any dialogue? What will happen to these 2 ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. What? This is no time to be standing around, unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength missile? Me? Of course I will. Alright. Looks like this is it, then. If only I could just move this switch. Thanks, missile. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. All set on this end, too. But something's odd. What is? The command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. It's time to missile ride. Oh boy. This plot just keeps getting stranger and stranger. I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head towards the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Okay, come on, Missile. Missile? I'm sorry. I can't go. What? I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile. I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sissel. I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand how exactly he feels. Darn. I want you to go, Missile. What? But Miss Lynn! You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen. And that's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla? I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here, waiting for you. We'll see each other again. No, wait. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Ah. That's a good boy, Missile. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch. We're ready. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sissel? Yes? We never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is, I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're going to see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promise, little lady. Of course we will. Oh, I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes then. Good luck, friend! These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light, of hope, reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Do I actually have to do this? Detective Jowd! I bet that big masked man did this. I'm going to bite him! You'd better not. You might break your teeth. This command room has lost power and is sinking, so I wonder what that masked man is going to do. Let's talk to Detective Jowd. Darn it! No! Let me investigate! Oh. Blast it! Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How's Camilla? And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine Yanoa. So that submarine is badly damaged? Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You! You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Are you Yomiel? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your name. So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel? That's right. But those people on the Yanoa were calling you Sissel? That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to figure out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you. Right, Detective Jowd? Right. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know? Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot, and I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I would ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved in on this one. And then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel. 10 years ago. My soul was split from my body, and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no questions about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right, sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. And so that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life? I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot, and the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth? A new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life or an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And then finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response in the end was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temsic was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all of this? None at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temsic meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incident, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Cabanella and that old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report, but then they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case. Surveillance, eh? It looked like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. The park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temsic meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsic meteorite. So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jowd back to life, of course. What good will that do now? But we promised. We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them. And we can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. I want to say this might be a short level, all things considered. So, where are we headed? We are not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean you're trapped here too. By the way, I am not human, Detective. I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off. You get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? There's nothing but a shell here. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, Detective. Now it's time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems. Grr! Camilla, forgive me. Oh dear. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning this situation around. I think the answer is obvious, and I don't think it involves stopping. Huh? What is it, Detective? Look at Yomiel's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temzik fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they're afraid of. No, I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they are afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped, thanks to the power of Temzik. His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temzik fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it! Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temzik fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see, that means we can go back to 4 minutes before your death? But wait a minute! Exactly when is that death? That's simple. We'll find out when we get there! Let's move! What the heck is this final level? Holy, that is so far. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever, and then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. Oh boy, this is it! This is it! When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago, when the Temsik meteorite fell. We traveled back through time, and now we're here, at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Give it up! Do you think you can outrun me? Now just calm down and drop that weapon! Stay back! If you come any closer, I'll shoot her! Oh! A kitten! Shoot! You might get hurt. You're alright now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. So that's the Temsik meteorite, eh? It's beautiful looking at it from this angle. It changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop the Temsik from falling. We can't stop Temsik from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jowd? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future. Okay, let's get started. Gah! Now, how are we going to save you? If Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. When her sweet potato is almost ready, she's not gonna budge from that spot. But you know, it makes me wonder. A little girl, all alone in the park, listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood did this girl have? Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break. Okay, I don't think I really have much of a choice here. I have to do something. And it probably has something to do with, okay, it's definitely something to do with... Okay, let's see. So, it's probably something to do with, Missile. But I guess we can't really do much until she actually gets the potato ready. Uh-oh. I think this is it, then. What are you doing? You're going to get You're going to hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. Even made her drop her sweet potato. I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, at least her fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. Okay, we got a little more time on the sand block, but, It might be Missile's time, then. Alright, well, let's see. Okay, I think I can figure it out. Let's see. Alright, my orders are kinda off. Let's see. Ah, so close. I think I can see the vision here. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that sweet potato. That big, scary sweet potato. It's not a sweet potato, Missile. That's Mino. Oh, right, of course. But look at them, the potato and Mino. Right now, they both have the same shape. So you're saying you could swap them? Good idea, Missile. Okay, here I go, and I'm going to need your help. My help? Okay, let's see. Okay, Missile's at the potato. Alright, it's up to you, Missile. Oh, look! The lamppost is bending, but it hasn't broken yet. It really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. It just might hold out for a little while longer. If I recall, the Temzik fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Mino sits firmly in the way, then fate should change. Oh dear. Okay. Crap, I gotta do all that again? Oh, this sucks. Okay, at least I can kinda do this quicker, though. Uh-oh. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to watch. I thought I had to do something extra. There! How's that? Look! The fragment's course! It changed a little! Oh, Yomiel's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? In its path? Oh no! Okay. Well... But the cruel twists weren't over just yet. Come on, put it down! Huh? Jowd, put the gun down! Now! If you don't, you're going to shoot him! I don't know if it's his detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down! No! Ooh. I won't let that happen! Missile, the bullet stopped in midair. I'm here, inside the bullet. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen. Alright, let's swap it with something. What? With what? Detective Jowd, the meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove the murder isn't the detective's true fate. We have to stop this bullet. There must be something. Oh no, we've stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might have not changed, but I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead, I'm just unconscious. Okay, your fate of death has changed, but still, this fate's just too painful to watch, in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. But we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Oh shit! Look out! Wake up! You gotta get out of there! Oh no! Damn it! My leg won't work! It's all over! We're out of time! Miss Lynn! It's not over yet! But there isn't anything else to swap with! Why don't we just let it play out, then try to find another way next time? Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse, and then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that! Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen, not if I can help it. But what can we do now? Even if we work together... I think there might be something that can be done. What is it? What can Sissel and I do? Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Yomiel! Sissel, your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Huh? I don't get it. Just trust me. Let's go. Oh. Alright, I'll try to move there. Now gather your strength and make it spray it. Spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it all you got. And remember, you only have a split second. Got it! Now it's your turn, Missile. What? Me? But what can I do? I think you know the answer to that. Okay, got it. You can swap them. That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. But even if I swap them, it'll still be right above Miss Lynn. Don't worry. It's no use! We can't stop that horrible Mino! What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped alright. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn? You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean... That's right, I'm going to save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Ye gods! Ah, you're awake. Hey, mister, is your knee okay? Huh? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. But... What's that? This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who have been very brave. A detective's badge? Thanks! Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Man, there's gotta be another way. Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But you know, I'm glad it happened. Hey, mister! I found this kitten. It was over there. Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. It's kind of limp. Is it okay? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. It doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? Well, it looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Sissel's. No. Wait, I was playing as the cat? Sissel? The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name. These long, lonely 10 years, you were my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend? I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Somebody, please look at me. Huh? Oh, a kitten! Shoo! You might get hurt. Somebody, please, reach a hand out to me. I had just only died at the time. I lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach a hand out to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten, with no recollection of who I was. I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memories. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. Oh no. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel." The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. Oh, hey Sprocket! Long time no see. I'd say unfortunately we've reached sort of the end? But hey! Welcome. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. Also, how have you been? At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects. But then, after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light. Or at least that's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. The black cat. I was possessing Sissel then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Sissel, there inside the bag, was dead. What? I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Sissel inside that bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was just my true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember that thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead, but even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean, I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Aww. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate, and I can just bet you the fate of the woman you loved has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. So that was the last fate to be averted, eh? I wonder how this all ends. So, Yomiel, it looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right, we should get back to our new present. I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again. So, these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain. Including the memory of what I did. My crime. That's the way this Game of the Dead works, eh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sissel. Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It will be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomiel? Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yomiel. Sissel? Are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry. Missile, I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now. Our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then. Sissel, I'll never forget you. Oh. I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, it looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jowd. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our own new present. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Wait! Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you! Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I hoped. I'm really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you? Fair enough, I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. Hang on. You changed the fates of many people tonight. The first of which was hers. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. Oh boy. After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process, two dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw towards his mistress. And that's when a miracle occurred. What? Look at that! The powers of the dead! But how? He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyways. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Hey, wait a minute. That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do. With only the power to swap objects, he needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. What? He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait again, until that night came again. And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. So that was you, huh? It's old Missile. That's right, I'm Missile. You know, who would have thought the most airheaded was actually the smartest one in the room? God damn, what a plan. Holy. Well, I guess this more than cements it. Missile's best dog, hands down. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. You couldn't change the fate of these people on your own, so you decided to wait those 10 years out. Exactly. And then at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By this time, I had grown old and my powers were weak, so I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. somebody who possessed different powers than me. But wait a second, you were able to manipulate that desk lamp. Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. Huh? From watching The Man in Red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through the telephone lines, for example. What? It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power. I guess to be fair, despite how busted Yomiel and Missile were, Sissel's power is probably the most busted one despite its limitations. Especially if you're trying to chase somebody. But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before. On that night, the first time around. What? What? We met before? From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lin had lost her life at that junkyard on the edge of town. Oops. I followed the Ghost World paths to the... Sorry. I followed the Ghost World paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my fur stand on end, I can tell you. That was me? So I was shot on that night the first time around as well. You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with... Oh no! I did what?! I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. And then you disappeared. Away over at the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the Man in Red, to Yomiel. What? I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit. A time limit? That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out. You wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the Man in Red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have been all over. Then you mean that thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that. Completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. but I just wanted you to use your time wisely. Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I. Sissel, I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did! Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Sissel, so you waited and waited, these 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh? Of course! Ah, because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Sissel. And so, the story of a single night comes to an end. Nobody but us knew what had happened on that night. I made my way back to a new present. Huh? How come it's dark? I'll just turn on the lights here. Lynn? Were you surprised? Oh, the trick worked this time! Ah! You bet I was! You nearly scared me to death! Yippee! It worked! But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made this surprise for her, but it came out so well, I wanted to use it again. That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Jowd. Dad, you're home! Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Is something wrong? You have one of those badges too? Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though. How long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, this is the symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, eh? And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. Ha! That you will. That you will. Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're that same little kitten. That's right, the very one. You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yeah, he never got any bigger or anything. Wow, what a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Sissel. Sissel. It seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. I think Sissel likes you, Lynn. Alright everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom. What a conclusion. Wait a sec. Did Sissel get hit by the meteor? I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow too. But wait, where's Missile? Oh no! Ah. And so we meet again, Sissel. From just that single night, as a human, I got a glimpse into their world. And I learned something. Their fate, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. I guess I really am a cat. Suits me just fine just to curl up and watch. Oh, well, I guess I can't really read it. Looks like I'll have to watch here for quite a while. Wait, where'd Best Doggo go? This doesn't feel right. Oh, there's Best Doggo. Huzzah! Happy birthday to our lovely alright. Well, looks like it's going too fast for me to read. Aww! Missile did get to see Sissel again. This can't be the end, right? Ain't no way. What happened to Yomiel? What kind of example? Oh, hey, there's Mimri. She, really likes this one. What the heck? She's eating so much chicken! Dear Lord! Never mind, she is definitely suffering, isn't she? Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Who is this customer? Oh! Huh. Right! I guess a lot of these lives got changed because Yomiel didn't fuck around with them. Man, for a first foray, Ghost Trick really was something else. $20 kilograms? Oh, hey! They're a lot happier. Ah. And she's still writing those strange stories. Stodgy. Ugh, I hate that these two got away with things. But, ah well. And our guy's still looking up that Temzik fragment. Ah. He's finally getting out. Wait, are they talking about... Oh, it's Yomiel! What's he doing? Aw, he remembers. I bet the painting was a Sissel then. It is! Aww. You know, I guess in a way, Sissel did actually end up being able to help Yomiel in the end. Huh. Whew. I didn't think I'd actually... Well, okay, there were a few times where the puzzle stumped me in the worst places, too. It's like... Chapter 14, I really should have figured out. Hey, Dingus. Just, you know, maybe spin the wheel? But I gotta say, that was a fun trip. I don't know if I'll always keep doing visual novel Sundays. And it's like, I don't know, I like these interactive wackadoodle mystery ones more than just the standard read text. 'Cause damn did it feel good actually figuring out some of those puzzles. As far as character designs and stuff go, aw man, these are some good designs. No wonder this thing is a cult classic, where people really wanted this game to come back in some form. You know, I can't say I blame them, now that I've played it. Like, I think if this was a boring... well, okay, I'm going a little farther. But I think if it was the average visual novel where you just read blobs of text, I probably wouldn't be that interested. But damn, I had to kind of earn those wins there. And I do concur. Missile best boy. Bar none. What a doggo. Going through 2 lives just to finally get that happy ending. That's determination, bar none. Okay. Okay, and with that, I think our time here in Ghost Trick has come to an end. I'll have to really think hard on what I want to do with the Sundays, because I've usually just set it aside for visual novels. But if I'm gonna be honest, visual novels feel more fun for people that can voice act, which isn't me. But this one, oh man, I felt the rush. Even though this kind of rush is normally just reserved for, you know, combat and the crazy wackadoodle builds I do in Persona, I had that same kind of tinge. That feeling of actually pulling off something. Even though, I will admit, in Chapter 14, I used a guide. And then I found out the solution was really just right there, and I did not put the thinking cap on hard enough. As for the pipes, man, feels bad. I actually got stumped in 2 parts. But at least I figured out, like, at least, I don't know, 95% of it? I'd say that's a good record. That's a good enough record. With that, our time here at Ghost Trick comes to an end. So I will see y'all in the morning for Tsushima. I guess I'll have to really think about whether the next one's a visual novel, maybe I will just play action games on Sunday. I don't know. I usually want one day off, but I just can't help myself. I need things to be in motion. I don't want it to be still text. I like earning my wins. It's like, at least this way I can still have my own fun with it. Or maybe that's just how I've been feeling, to some extent. It's like, it's kinda like, if Trails was purely text, I'd be kinda depressed. I mean, it is ginormously text. But there's always the big battles, the big wackadoodle, nonsensical stuff I can do with builds and fights and whatnot. And it felt like a little bit of that in Ghost Trick, and I think that's what really won me over at the end. Just having to really put the logic cap on, think about the wacky Rube Goldberg puzzles, etc, etc. Yeah. Alright, well, that's enough from here. I will see y'all. Till then, take care.